Hola, buenos días, it's Nico. So before we start off, I'm gonna let you know right now, my room is like disheveled because I'm still unpacking. And yes, the trip was like a week ago. And yes, I have trouble managing my time. So, also tonight, I just said, but I'm recording this at night. So you're also gonna see me like do my nightly routine. Nobody asked for this. Nobody at all, literally nobody. But I'm gonna do it so that I can distract myself while I'm having this conversation. Because we gonna have a chat. We gonna have a chat really fast. First I need to use my moisturizer, which is like, so my face was like peeling, like randomly so. So I went into CVS and got this like moisturizing facial lotion. Not a name brand, gets the job done. That's all that matters, TBH. So we're gonna start with, for those that are mad about the Grindr situation, I feel like we need to have a conversation because once again, you guys aren't actually using logic and context or listening to the video. So we're gonna have a brief discussion on that. I never shamed anyone who used Grindr. I never shamed anyone who used TBH. I have Tinder. Like, I still have dating. I'm still single, you know? You still put yourself out there. I don't use Grindr just because it's like a different landscape. Like, if you're on Grindr, we know what you're looking for. At that point, like, because the app has progressed so far into hookup culture that if you're on Grindr, you just want, you know, some hanky-panky. I don't know what this is considered in sex. Like, this is, I don't consider this sex. I don't know why I'm still doing this motion. But, yeah, so I wasn't condemning anyone that uses Grindr or anyone that hooks up. You're an adult. You're an adult. You are capable of hooking up if you want to. I just said that it helped in the destruction of dating because we're not going back there. Point is, the reason I'm bringing this up is because somebody was being a dodo bird, like a true two-self dodo bird in my comments and went, how can you exist at a beach shirtless and talk about Grindr while captioning a Megan Thee Stallion lyric? So my opinion means that I cannot exist in public spaces? This is an appropriate attire. I was in a swimsuit. A swimsuit is appropriate attire for the beach. What are y'all talking about? And I feel like that's also going back to you hypersexualizing my body. Like, I was at the beach. What was I supposed to wear? Am I supposed to wear a burqa? Just because you're uncomfortable with the fact that I have an opinion and also body? That doesn't... I'm trying not to knock over this camera because my hookup is like real ghetto right now. Because while I was out on my trip, a screw came loose and now I'm missing a bolt to my favorite tripod. So now I have to use this little one that came with the lighting device, which isn't bad necessarily. It's just like stacked on a ton of PS4 and PS Vita games. Because I like a looking down angle since I'm so tall. I don't like up face shots of me. Next in my routine, I'm gonna use aloe vera gel. It actually stops majority of my breakouts. I have one zip because I wasn't able to properly use it on my trip. But y'all, this is working. It be working, and it's yes, I am sponsored by aloe vera leaves everywhere. No, you can get it at Walmart for $1.64, $1.64. Like TBH, just put it on after your moisturizer because it's gonna help lock in the moisture. And then you just chop it up. You know, I usually just chop off the exterior leaf part, and then you rub it on your face. And then I use the actual leaf part with the lot of gel so that I'm not wasting any because I am frugal. But yeah, so back to this discussion. My body does not invalidate my opinion, nor does it mean I can't exist in a public space. Like, what kind of logic is that? Did you expect me to just be a headless torso wherever I went just so that you could appease your basically hypersexualizing and slut shaming of me existing in the proper attire in the proper place. Like, that's what really got me. It's like, y'all was trying me for wearing a swimsuit at a beach. You need to get your lives together. Next subject. We're not gonna agree on everything. Like, I feel like because you see a public figure, I'm not like vain to think that I'm a public figure. I don't even have that many followers, bitch. But I'm not that great. But I feel like we take away the humanity and opinions of public figures, especially if they do like rep brands or try to post like sell sex appeal, you know? I feel like we try to be like, okay, well that's all you're good for. You can't really speak on anything else. I don't know about y'all, but before I got buff, I had a mind. I still do. I use it frequently. I read. You know, I'm not one of these stereotypical kind of Instagram models. Like, I went to college. I was getting a teaching degree. I was getting a speech therapist degree. Like, I can talk. I'm educated. So, back to we're not gonna agree on everything. We are not a monolith. I understand we can kiki. I understand we can talk. Like, we can all be friends, but that doesn't mean we're gonna agree on everything. Like, I have lots of friends that we just don't agree on certain things, so we just avoid the topic. If you ask me my opinion on something and we end up not agreeing, I feel like that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm not gonna actively try to change your opinion. I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, this is my opinion. This is where I based it from. We can move on forward from here. But some of y'all be getting real upset because we don't agree on certain things, and we're not gonna agree 100% of the time. I don't even agree with the men I be dating 100% of the time. That's just not realistic. It's really not. We are not the same person. Like, it's okay to disagree on subjects. We can disagree on things and not be upset about it. Y'all be getting like really upset and personal. I'm just like, girl, it's not that serious. We are adults. We have conversations and we move on past it. Speaking of which, we're gonna move on past it, because I don't be having time. I don't be having time to address all that. This is like Magic Collection Rosewater. Okay, so the beauty supply store that I went into before I got the moisturizer, I was like, my face is dying. It is drying out like really bad. What could I do? And they're like, spray this after you moisturize and it locks in the moisture. So I put on the moisturizer and then I put on the aloe vera leaf, and then I like I feel like so magical. I just like a Fabio commercial, you know? Fragrance. But yeah, so I just feel like in today's day and age, if you disagree on anything, people will try to cancel you, and they will use any hot button words to try to tie it into your viewpoint. I'm like, girl, it's not that serious. Like, y'all be trying to that's the thing. I feel like when you can't properly formulate a rebuttal, you will use all the words at your disposal that are hot buttons, so that you can discredit and or what do you call it, villainize your counterpart that you're talking to. That doesn't work with me, because I can obviously in detail tell you what I'm talking about and how I meant it. You can continue to try to like rationalize it however you want, but y'all be going like deeper than the words say. If I say something, I meant it, and if I meant it, I said it. Like, there's no subtext in my messages. Also, I don't be subtweeting people, okay? If I have a problem with you, I'm going to talk to you like an adult. I don't bring my drama to social media, because it's just childish and it resolves nothing except now people know about your business. That's not me. I like to be very secretive. I like to be very low key. Like, you will see my personality, you will see my humor, you will never see my drama. I have never brought a man onto my platform. I didn't even bring that one. Okay, the situation that people were asking me to address, I didn't even bring that one onto the platform. He was just messy. Just like, dude, it's really not that serious. And I told y'all I was not gonna address it, and I probably will not address it because it's just unnecessary drama. But I don't like bringing things to social media, because once that's in the air, people are just gonna speculate and spiral and just continue to think about it. And I be moving past it. Like I said in the tweet, girl, if I don't like you, you don't exist to me. Like, I don't be thinking about people that I do not like. It's just unnecessary brain power that's going nowhere. That's just personally me. Also, for y'all saying that I can't talk on serious stuff, first of all, it was laundry day. Second of all, I could come out here with my titties out and still have a full-on intellectual discussion, because you know why? I can actually use my brain beyond hormones. You know? You see that? Because the human body isn't inherently sexual. I was not rubbing on myself. I was not putting oil on myself. I was having a discussion while I was washing clothes for my trip to the Bahamas, because I travel. Okay? Let's just dead this. Let's just dead all of this. You can have a discussion and still show shoulders, because it's not even like I was showing my full chest. We need to stop sexualizing people and invalidating their experiences and or thoughts just because you cannot control your penis. I'm sorry. That's where it boils down to. You cannot control your penis, and that's the entire argument. It's basically like the whole school dress code situation where they're telling girls, oh, you can't wear tank tops and you can't wear shoulderless shirts because boys can't control themselves and focus in class. I don't believe in that at all. I think we need to start teaching our boys to stop hypersexualizing women. Second, you don't even have the excuse of going through puberty. Y'all are grown men trying me. Grown men. Use your brain. What? Anyway, next. Vaseline on my lips, because I hate having chapped lips or scrapped up lips, or it's just not appeasing to look at, to me, personally. Especially in this winter time, you know. I've been trying to drink a lot of water, especially since I had that like stomach virus on my trip. That was awful. That was like so bad. And this is like some kind of cocoa butter lip thing. I read on the internet. I read on the internet that it's good for dry lips, so I just like layer that on there, and we be Gucci. I think that's it for my like face section of my night routine. Look at me, a beauty guru. Also I started wearing Durags because I'm tired of getting coconut oil on my bed sheets. So it's my first time like doing this on camera, TBH. So please do not judge me. Actually, the first time I wore this was actually like this week, I believe this week. Where was I going with this conversation next? Ooh, the girl, you are too high. Look at like cone head. What was it? Oh yeah, but it's just we don't have to agree on everything. And I feel like people, since they have seen so much of me at this point, ooh, I'm pulling on the wrong part. Since they have seen so much of me, they feel like they know me as a complete human being. And I mean, you get the gist of my like humor, you get the gist of my personality. Like, I'm not hypersexual. I do like to take a good picture. I do like to take like, you know, something that's cute. I do like really cute things. Like, I love cute things in anime and stuff. But you don't know me as a person. Like, I feel like there's still an anonymity. I feel like there's still like anonymity between us. Like, there's always going to be that, because I'm not the kind of person that will put like all of my business on social media. I'm just not. Like, I will personally, maybe I'll make like a vague post, like very, very vague, because I do not like drama. I do not like people thinking I'm talking about them. Like I said, if I'm talking about you, I will address you. So if I'm making a post, it's not against anybody. I'm just talking in general. But I'm not the type to put my business out there like that, because it's just, what does it resolve? If I'm mad, now y'all know I'm pressed about something. Why would I tell you guys that? Like, it's something that you don't need to share. So yeah, you will not know me as a complete human being. You will know me as like an associate or as a friend. Like, you will know like the base understanding of me, but you will not know like the intricate details of my day-to-day life or how my brain works. Like, that's just, it's not like me to open up like that. I'm still very personal. I'm still very closed in, and I'm not gonna open up like that just because no one's gonna agree with you 100% of the time. and I just don't need like excess drama because people don't like my detailed personality. Like, so I would rather just be like chill with everybody and just have like surface level conversations, sometimes deeper conversations if we bring up the topic. But I'm not about to tell y'all like my life story. Like, it's just unnecessary. Like, there's some things, I believe there's certain things that the world does not need to know. Like, take a cue from Beyonce. You gonna know what I tell you. You gonna know what I tell you, and I'm not about to tell you all my business, because once it's out there, there's no way to resolve that or get it, you know? But, I think that's it. That's definitely it for my, like, nightly routine. I still gotta brush my teeth, but, I'm gonna eat some gumbo because I'm so hungry after the gym. One thing, this stomach virus gave me the best abs of my life. I would not recommend I would not recommend this process, but it worked. But yeah, that's really all I had to say, and I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I feel like there was more, but at 16 minutes, that's all I really had to say. So we're not gonna agree on everything. That is perfectly okay because we are adults. We can move past this, you know, we can have conversation, use our noodle. My body does not invalidate my opinion, because no matter how much you want me to, I am not going to wear a burqa and or a tarp and hide my body from the world like bruh, like, I'm an adult. Get your life. So if you get in your feelings that I address the situation within our community and you feel attacked because you willingly and gleefully participate in something that I personally do not like, I do not like hooking up and stuff like that. I mean, I've done it before. I'm an adult, but it's not something I would prefer. I would prefer a relationship. So if you get upset that we don't agree on something that you personally like and I don't, even though I've never judged and or shamed someone for enjoying it, that's on you, bruh. I can't help you with that. Like, that's just something I'm not going to be able to change. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I feel like we're in a situation where people, they never like to take personal responsibility, and they cannot accept that someone does not like them. I accept that. If you hear an opinion of mine and you say, I don't want to follow you anymore, baby girl, you do not have to alert me. You can just unfollow me. Like, it's very simple to be your own person and not have to live for someone else. Because trust me, Nico is not about to live for nobody. Nobody but Nico. Because that's how I live. Because I'm over trying to please everyone. That is not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, baby girl. And the sooner you accept that, because I've accepted it, we'll be able to mesh. We'll be able to have a coexisting kind of thing, because I'm not about to do all that. Y'all be doing dramatics. Also, if somebody says something about me, feel free to not tell me. Because the way my social media is set up, I don't get notifications from people that aren't my followers or that I'm not mutuals with. Because if you're adding me, if you're trying to be shady, I'm not gonna address that. Obviously, if we follow each other, or if you follow me, or if I follow you, there's an interesting conversation. So I'm going to reply to that. If you're just trying to drag me, girl, I don't care. People have been dragging me since like the day I've been born. Oh, your ear's too big. Oh, your ear's too small. Oh, you're too dark. You're too... It's like, I don't care about that. Girl, it's the internet. You have no power over me. Not to mention, you don't have power over my finances. You don't pay no bills. Why would I care if you like me or not? So, though I do appreciate it, unless somebody is putting out like my personal information or something, girl, you don't have to tell me somebody dragging me. Like, I just automatically assume no matter what I do, somebody is dragging me, just because hoes be mad. They be mad. Like, they'll just be mad. Like, no matter what you do in this world, somebody is always going to be mad. I just accept that. So I know that, even though I feel like that's putting a little bit too much importance on myself, because I don't like to seem like, oh, everybody talking about me. But it's just the simple fact of, if you put your public opinion out into the air, somebody's not gonna agree with it. You could be like, ooh, today is good. What's so good about it? Girl, I don't know. Like, they just be mad. So if somebody is attacking me or dragging my opinion If they are not putting up my personal information, please do not send it to me. I really do not need to see it. Just because I don't entertain negativity. So if somebody that I do not know, that I cannot see, that does not exist to me, is trying me, there's no need to tell me about it. Trust me. If it gets big, like that whole hookup culture thing, I'll eventually see it on the timeline. But girl, trust me, I don't care. You don't have to alert me. But thank you though for those that did, just because I feel like since I did not make this like public knowledge, you're probably just like trying to warn me like, hey, somebody's misconstruing what you're saying. And I actually really enjoy that, because you're like, okay, I understand what you mean. They're not getting it. They're kind of trying to villainize you for it. I appreciate that. But at the same time, Twitter bandwagon culture is to the point that even if I wanted to address it, even if I wanted to clarify what I was saying, nobody's going to listen. That's just how Twitter works. Like, I've been on Twitter for like 2 years, and I've noticed that's how it works about any situation. As soon as the masses gets like an opinion and forms their thoughts on it, they're just gonna run with it. No matter what you say, you can give them facts, you can give them like backup of what you said, and this is where I got the information from, and this is blah blah blah. They won't care. So why would I care? That's what I'm getting at. So I do appreciate it, but from now on, there's no need to tell me if somebody is dragging me, because girl, odds are somebody gonna be dragging me for the rest of my life. That's just life. Hoes be mad. So I feel like that addressed everything. I'm just looking for like my clicker. It's still going, guys. It's still kind of working. But yeah, other than that, sleep tight. I don't know why I clicked this like it was about to work, because we all know at this point that this ghetto ass clicker is not gonna work.